A part of me seems to be content with what I have or focused on the basic needs, but at the same time, there is also a part of me which seems to be more ambitious, with wants to travel, to explore the world physically, own a car, or other assets. How does one find a balance? Can you be aware and yet want these comforts, luxuries?
So really, I think it's very important to recognize that it's not the possessions or the desire to own or to travel that's the problem, right? The issue is how attached we are to our possessions or our plans, right? If we lose any possession or our plans go awry, how much do we grieve? That's the question. If we cannot travel to those places, how much are we bothered? It's the clinging aspect which is the problem, right? So we can enjoy nice things and interesting travel, but not be too attached. You know, we enjoy it while we got it, and if it falls apart, so what? Right? The Buddha himself had, you know, among his followers were kings, and businessmen, very wealthy people. They're the ones that made the big donations to like the Jetsunma and so forth. They're the ones that gave all the property and land and donations to the Sangha. That's why the Sangha could flourish, because they were supported by wealthy people. And the Buddha never told them they have to renounce everything, you know, but just hold things lightly, carefully, but not with grasping. It's the grasping mind which is the problem, right? And also renunciation, etc. It's mostly intended for monastics. It's not really intended so much for lay people. And also, you know, generosity is an excellent virtue. So if you have much, you can also share it with others. So that's, you know, nothing against having, as long as we are willing to share it, right? But of course, we should cultivate some contentment and moderate simplicity, especially in this society in which we live, in which having more and more and more and more and more is regarded as essential for a happy life, and how people mistake pleasure for happiness, which of course it is often the opposite. So just as desire for something arises in the mind, oh wow, I want that, right? Try to distinguish between greed and need within reason, right? I mean, the middle way between extremes. So, you know, basic comfort and pleasure and doing what you would like to do, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong. As long as we are not holding on to it too tightly, you know, as long as we are holding it lightly and enjoying, that's fine. You know, I mean, the Buddha was never against us enjoying something. He said it's a path of joy. And so, just, use your common sense, right? And, don't think that, when we get something that's going to solve all our problems and we're going to be eternally happy. But at the same time, if you get something, a new car or, you travel to an interesting place, enjoy. Enjoy. That's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with enjoying, but it's just that we don't get this greedy mind. That's the point.